Today we're going to talk about starting a match or a roll or a randori, whichever. One's competition, the others are practice. In starting a match, basic thing is you have to start with a strategy. We're going to cover a basic strategy today and go through different parts of it to give you an idea of how to get into doing a match or preparing for a competition. Basic strategy that we're going to cover today is very simple. It's got three parts to it: grip, move, and throw. Okay? Now, gripping is the first step. In starting a match, the first thing that happens in a match is what we call recognition. It's very important that you understand whether your opponent is fighting you righty or lefty, because that'll dictate some of the movements that you will do in your gripping. Now remember, what we talk about, gripping, you control the match through gripping. You control the match, you win the match. All right? So we're going to go through some basic gripping, two basic gripping movements here, just beginning movements to get you set up. Dan and Max are here to assist me today and demonstrate. So in starting a match, you'll start out 10 to 12 feet apart. You would bow, take a step forward, and begin the match. Now if you'll notice, first thing, recognition. Dan should be looking at Max and saying, ooh, Max is fighting righty. Max should be looking at Dan saying, ooh, Dan's fighting lefty. So this dictates an opposite side gripping solution. Okay? So the initial gripping solution that we're going to talk about, let's talk about fighting opposite sides. All right? Will you demonstrate what we call climb the rope? So basic concept in a grip, their side that they fight, righty, lefty, those hands are their power hands. Right hand power hand, left hand power hand. So the first thing you want to do is get that power hand on them. Now if you're fighting somebody that has opposite, that's fighting you opposite, you want to get the inside of their power hand. So Max would want to get inside here with his power hand. Conversely, Dan's going to try and get in here with his power hand. One of the movements that we do in this is called climb the rope. Dan will demonstrate climb the rope. He'll start out with his power hand, reach across, grab the gi, pull it a little bit, put his hand right on top. As he moves backwards, he's going to slide this hand up into the gripping position. Then he's going to take the grip with his other hand, the sleeve hand. And if you turn around here, we'll show that. Sleeve hand grip right here. This hand, sleeve hand, is called the control hand. While this is happening, Max is going to be trying to take his grip. Same type of concept. He wants the inside grip. He wants to get his power hand on. Let's talk a little bit, that's fine, gentlemen. Let's talk a little bit about grip. How do we grip? You just walk up and grab them? Doesn't work that way. Judo's played with the wrists. When you grip, you want the back of your hand against them. So when I'm going to grip, I'm going to take my grip, I got the back of my hand against him. Basically, you grip with these three fingers. Take that gi, wrap it around in there, take that grip, and you're up. You want this to be up higher, that power hand, so you can control this shoulder. That way, and particularly if I'm fighting somebody who cross grips, if I'm fighting righty and Dan's fighting lefty, for him to come in on a forward throw, he's got to come in this way. This hand in this position stops this. So I'm controlling him. Okay? So again, climb the rope. Why don't you guys do it? Dan, you do it a couple times. Max, you do it a couple times. There we go. One more time, please. Max? you will notice that they're moving as they're gripping. The basic concept in judo is movement, particularly circle movement. In this particular instance, they're moving backwards in order to get that grip. You want to move your opponent. It's very difficult. You don't want to stand there, stand still, and fight for a grip. Doesn't give anybody an advantage. It's hard to get an advantage that way. So you want to move. Now this type of movement and gripping does not relate to the grip, move, throw strategy that we brought up earlier. That move in that strategy is different than what we're talking about in this gripping. So now let's talk about what happens if you both come out righty. Dan's righty, Max is righty. They should be saying that immediately. Oh, fighting right-handed. So now what do I do? That's a little different solution because you're both trying to get your same hand on. Right hand and right hand, that's your power hand. If they both will get their power hand on, both get their grip on their sleeve hand, they'd be in a stalemate. So ideally, when you're fighting side on side, which means righty on righty or lefty on lefty, you want to control their power hand. Keep their power hand off of you. We do a movement called kill the sleeve. Max, will you demonstrate kill the sleeve, please? All right, come on back. Let's talk you through it. If you ever played baseball or just played catch, you got your glove on one hand, you got the ball in the other, and you can throw it in there and just work that into the pocket, right? Same concept that we're doing here. This is going to be Max's glove. He's going to push Dan's hand into his glove. At the same time, he takes a grip with his inside, with his 3 fingers, brings it to the outside. Hand will stay here, make sure that pushes over. Keeps his hand low, Dan's hand low and away from his own, Max keeps it away from his own body. If he would bring it up here just to do it, Dan would be able to take that grip before Max had a chance to do anything. So it's low, it's tight, knuckles get turned to the ceiling, then he can take his power hand on there, and Dan has to work hard to get his power hand out of there and onto Max to take a grip. Each of you demonstrate it, please. This is called kill the sleeve. One more. Dan? Let me take a moment.